Previous episode highlights start with rock nostalgia, TikTok buyers' remorse, and husbands losing arguments they never agreed to enter.
You can do the Axl. Hey, you guys see Axl Rose lately? The guy's like 900 years old.
That rock legend still moves like every joint is negotiating with the microphone stand.
Yeah, they're still on the Lose Your Illusion tour. Yeah, it's a true story. They started that tour 8 years ago, still on it. Yeah, and Axl looks the exact same way. And he's still doing his weaving bob. And then he gets off stage and you're like, oh, there's Grandpa over there. Yeah, fuck, man, funny story.
And they come and she's like, this is ridiculous. I said, honey, you fucking put it on TikTok, for God's sake. What did you think? They're all, she says, I'm going to return it. Then they go to fucking return it. It won't fucking return, right?
Yes.
So then she's fucking like on some chat with fucking TikTok. And I'm like, woman, do you realize these people have already won?
TikTok sold a pool toy and somehow got a full season of Marriage Court for $17.
Even if you get your money back, you know how many fucking hours of your life you've given to this $17?
Hijacked her brain for
He's
more
like,
than...
it's not about the money. What the fuck's it about? The floaties?
That floaty refund had 3 acts, 2 lawyers, and a pool noodle giving victim testimony.
Dude, I got a similar wife. She'll get onto something. So a couple nights ago, all of a sudden I was like, hey, you ever thought about getting the house checked for radon?
Radon is how TikTok turns date night into CSI crawl space before anyone finds the remote.
Like, what? Like, where? Like, just, Johnny, out of the blue. I'm like, what?
What the fuck is radon?
What the... That's... Well, she's like, well, apparently it's a leading cause of lung cancer. I'm like, I'm actually not too concerned about lung cancer or radon right now. Like in the moment of priorities in my life in this second, but then Johnny became a big, because I know she found it on TikTok or something, and then it just hijacks the brain, and I'm like, oh my God.
You know what the response to that is?
Well, yes.
No. Have you ever thought about getting the house checked for radon?
No, John. Their response is, go call Terry. You guys can have the conversation, and Keith and John will go ignore you guys.
No, I don't need somebody fueling this fucking fire in my house, dude.
John heard radon and treated TikTok like a guy selling fireworks inside his living room.
Leave that shit alone. See, my stuff is easy. It doesn't require me.
It was September 10th.
We were in floaty court 8 seconds ago. Now the show just took the steering wheel.
Yeah.
You know, the night before, you're just living a normal life. You're 27.
No idea what's happening in the morning, baby.
Yeah, you're 27 years old. You're just, you're a nice young man doing your thing. So, you know, going through life. Then you get up in the morning and go to work. Let's talk about that morning. Let's talk about the night before in the morning, brother. Let's talk about it.
So the night before, my then wife had just left to fly to London on a business trip. She was on a red eye. She was she had been on the ground for only 5 hours, if that, before everything transpired on September 11th. For me, it was a normal day.
That is the scary part. Disaster never announces itself. It just lets you finish your errands first.
I mean, I got up, got on the 39 on the west side, and took my train down to the World Trade Center. Got out, made a deposit at a Chase ATM underneath 2 World Trade Center.
That detail is brutal. A normal ATM stop became a timestamp nobody asked to remember.
Made my way up to my office on the 85th floor of the North Tower, which we call these North Tower, 1 World Trade Center. It was for everybody's perspective. It was the first tower to be hit.
Let me just ask you a question, because I don't know, so I'm assuming others don't know. You're 85th floor. What was the top? So how far up the building were you?
Great question. Those were 110-story towers.
So you were above halfway.
Oh, yes.
John did the floor math in real time, and his face immediately tried to leave the room.
I was above the crash. You were above where the plane hit.
No.
Oh, wow.
So in my building, when the plane struck, it struck between 93 and 99.
That number lands like an elevator dropping. Nobody watching that stays casual.
Right above us.
Fuck me.
That is not commentary. That is the human body filing an emergency report.
I mean, fuck, if you were above it, you'd be pretty difficult to get out of there, I would have thought.
He's not here today.
Yeah, I'm not here today. 100. They estimate that 100% of the people above the strike zone, the impact zone.
I mean, heat rises. Can you imagine the fuking flames coming up in that building? Holy shit.
That always haunts me, is that heat. And listening to the 911 calls, right? The 911 emergency calls of people saying how hot it was. It's heartbreaking.
This is where the room earns silence. Even Tommy keeps the mug quiet.
That's why they're jumping out the windows.
Correct.
If you think for a minute that when life serves you up, something that fucks you up, is not a gift. You're just looking at this shit wrong. You know, turn the coin over. You know, forget the pity party. The hardest things in life, the most challenging things in life, give us the biggest rewards. And when you look at this perspective, you welcome the stuff that's coming out. You know it's going to hurt, but you also understand that there's a gift. And more importantly, there's a better version of you when you get past whatever challenge was put in front of you.
That is not gym poster wisdom. That is a guy handing you armor with dents still in it.
You know, it kind of dawned on me, I don't know, I had a moment a number of months back that this show is for us, the generation that we call X, and all my friends that are in the boomer generation as well. And it's not that I want to ignore all my friends in the Gen Z generation or the Alpha generation before that. Ideally, or not ideally, it's just clear to me that we are speaking to our generation. And as a result, I think it's important for us to continue making content, continue having conversations, and continue to welcome everybody else from the generation that we call next to our Mornings in the Lab network. Go hang out with Cheryl, go hang out with Rufy, go hang out with Hewlett, House, Reedner, and the entire gang, as well as Sarah Barnes-Humphrey. But somewhere along the way, the generation that we call next, yes, we are the backbone.
If highlights this wild are your thing, watch the previous episode. Stay locked in. The full show is up next. Your body after 40 does not care what you benched in 1998. It cares how you sleep, how you eat, how you recover, and whether your knees sound like a haunted staircase. Today, we're going after the fitness lies that keep men soft, sore, and stuck. Only on The Big Show.
Good morning, nation. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Your live morning show for real talk, motivating content, and big conversations. We got Jimmy on the buttons, we got Kai on the buttons, and of course we got our very own producer Neiman out there making sure the words sound as good as I look this morning. We got Dwayne and Rico doing the fucking arm wrestle for who's gonna own the baby boomer token. He is toothless and proud. His name, Matt Roof. talk. John's the bullshit professor. Kai's the shit professor. Brianna, you're always teaching me, man, every single Tuesday. Information, you will not find this kind of knowledge anywhere on the planet to start your day other than Mornings in the Lab with Keith, Jon, and Friends. Yeah, just walking into the gym like it's 1998. Yeah. Same ego, same split. How much is your bench? Yeah. Gonna go and do some punishment cardio, Jimmy? Oh, yeah. Got that same belief that pain means progress. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And now, oh, yeah. Now my body is not getting any stronger. No. It's actually filing complaints. Jimmy, oh man, the 3 fitness lies that men, that men just get soft after 40. That conversation's coming up today. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, Jon, and Friends. It is not 1998. We got some energy, even though I didn't get much sleep last night. Oh, I got story time with the handsome chief this morning. Yeah. Hey, Jimmy, how big's your pool? How big's your pool compared to my pool? Oh, yeah. We got an episode from The Office this morning. Real life episode from The Office. Yeah. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning, Dwayne. We're not talking about big dick contest. No, we're talking about big pool contest. Oh, yeah. How big's your pool compared to my building? Oh, baby. We are talking breaking news coming from the administration. How big is your pool compared to my building? Coming up on the big show here today on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, Jon, and Friends. Good morning, the dual Whitakers. I see you both out there. What a shaken nation. Oh, man. Oh, baby, did I have a broken sleep. Hey, Charlie, I know you're out there. Yeah, and I know you're going to resonate with what I say here. My sump pump. Yeah. So we had a big storm last night. Was working on some. Listen, let's get into this. Okay. Pause. Yeah, slow down. My brain. You guys ever happen to you where your brain and your words are like they're over here, but your mouth is starting to, like, you have all these things, you just want to kind of get them out, and you're standing here like, okay, I want to speak, but I got a bunch of words and I'm at the end of the sentence. So let's just back it up. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the big show we call Mornings in the Lab with Keith, Jon, and Friends. It is a Thursday of the big show. Matt Roof got us started here this morning at 7:30 on the network we call Mornings, the Mornings Live Network, the Mornings Live Authority Network. And Cheryl Whitaker drops it off on Wednesdays. We got Hewlett dropping later today. And of course, next week we got What the Truck and House of Bricks back on the network. Hey guys, this is a grown-up show. So if you are easily offended, please leave. Yes, invite the kids back, hang out with us, and get to know what is happening in the world that we call the generation that is next. And hey, guys, yes, I know that I heard a little whisper. Neiman has some teeth problems. Yeah, maybe. Oh, there's nothing worse. I think actually there might be nothing worse in the world than like a toothache. Or something like, I think it might even supplant the earache, or Jimmy, like the penis ache. The toothache is the fucking killer. Oh, it just tickles that nerve ending in your mouth and you can't do nothing about it. Like you can't. It's just, okay, just pour in the Advil or pour in the Percocets or pour in the fucking whatever you want to take. But man, so to everybody with the tooth problems, I got nothing but sympathy for you, man. Holy smokers, holy smokers, holy smokers. Hey guys, what's the hardest part about adjusting your fitness routines as you get older? What is it? Are you lifting harder, lifting less, lifting heavier? Are you letting go of the ego? Are you finding the time for proper recovery, or is it just changing your diet? Man, I go through these cycles in my life quite frequently, and especially since doing the show. And it's these constant reminders of, oh, right, I can't eat that way anymore. Oh, yeah, I'm not 16. Oh, yeah, I can't sit back and crave all that crap. Oh, listen, how can you not crave the crap? And I'm just like you guys. I crave the crap like anybody. But I'm like, okay, I walk in the mirror. I'm sort of look in my mirror, pull up my license, and I'm like, yeah, I can't go crush that box of Kraft Dinner right now. Or a box of Kraft Dinner with an extra bit of Cheese Whiz and Velveeta and all that crap, all that ultra processed craziness. Good morning, Holroyd. Good to see you out there this morning. Yeah, so is that what it is? It's changing your diet as you get older. Because you're like, oh my God, I can't eat the same way. right? And so what's the biggest challenge? Is it the gym? Is it the ego, or is it letting go of the diet? And hey, what's one habit or belief, especially to my generation that's out there that's hanging out with me this morning, what's the one habit or belief you have had to completely unlearn in the last 5 years to keep moving forward? And that's a good one, guys. It's an habit because, what is it that we want to unlearn? Or what is it that we're open to learning? I'll tell you, I love learning every single day, and this idea of unlearning habits. Well, I think for me, one of the best habits I have unlearned, and thankfully with this show, has been this idea of responding instead of reacting. I've worked really hard at that, and I'll be honest. Some days I don't do very good at it. Some days the reaction happens before the response. For sure, it does. Well, yeah, I see that the camera's not working there, Jim. Yeah, I see that. I'm gonna have to get that sorted out here today, but. Yeah. So, hey, listen, guys, today, 155 days into 2026. That's where we sit here this morning. It is day 155. And let's just get into the stats check this morning on our morning snooze tracker. To everybody hanging out with us right now in the beginning of June, you are now 23 hours behind, 1,395 minutes of laying there. Yeah, just actually laying there. Oh, my God, could you accomplish a lot? 23 hours. Yeah, 23 hours and 50 minutes, almost a full day handed to a... Think about this. Here's the quote of the day. You've almost handed a full day to a button. Do you think humans think about that? Like, again, back to the hypocrisy of humanity. You've given an entire day to a button. Think about that. A button. A button owns you. Oh, baby, you don't want to be owned. Well, then fucking put that button away. Yeah, an entire button. It's not, and listen, it's... You've given a whole day to a button, not to your family, not to your work. And here's where it really rings true. That button over your family, over your work, over your health, over everything, every other decision in your life linked to the button. So, hey, here's 2 words for you. If you're tuning in later today, get up. Get after it. Yeah. And stop donating your mornings to a button. There you go. Stop donating your mornings to a button. All right, coming up on the big show here today, it's the Keith and Jon Experience. So those of you that are looking for a guest here today, we have the guest today is my alter ego and Jon's alter ego, and a little bit of fun and a lot of conversation. So here's the plan here today, guys. I got a ton of stuff sitting on the conversation desk. I got a ton of conversation starters sitting on the conversation desk, and I got a ton of conversation nuggets. So we got our kind of 3 little buckets of... putting some behind the scenes, 3 little buckets of conversation starters. We got starters, we got the desk, and then of course we got the nuggets. So we got a bunch of things we're going to put out there this morning. Just going to kind of throw through them. And I have been aspiring to do this interview with Johnny. We launched the Origins campaign on LinkedIn this week. It's awesome, man. There's a bunch of us participating in it. Good morning, everybody tuning into the show here this morning. Stumbling by the handsome chief, not feeling so handsome this morning after the broken sleep. I'm going to tell that story when Johnny arrives here in a few moments. Yeah, so today we are going to good morning, Kai. I'm sorry, good morning, Kai. Good morning, Sullivan. Good to see you out there as well. Hour 1, a dude retired. Yeah, a guy retired. And he's a kind of important guy. And he's retiring before we well, we're not going to say what I wanted to say next. But listen, I think it's time to get the show on the road. I'm going to have a sip of coffee. I'm going to set it up. We're going to have some fun here today. Strap in, settle down. And hey, is your pool bigger than my pool? No, my building's bigger than your building. What is he talking about? Coming up in a few minutes. But before we do that, hey, Sterling, hey, Preston, hey, Mornings in the Lab universe. The morning loop, it starts right now.
Good morning, nation. Preston, what are you doing? We're now live.
Oh shit, I thought we had 2 minutes before cameras discovered my recovery protocol.
Recovery protocol?
Brother, you're folded under the shower like your warranty just expired.
Jimmy taught this yesterday. I may have misunderstood the angle, the timing, and basic human dignity.
You're doing it wrong. I know the right way, but I'm not teaching that shit on camera.
Nation, keep notes for now. We don't know what Jimmy and Chief will drop today. Let's start the morning loop.
Jesus, Murphy. To those of you that do not know what we're talking about, I would invite you to go back and check out yesterday's show. Yeah, Jimmy taught us. So those of you that don't know, producer Jimmy is an amazing sketch artist. I've gotten to know about the young man. Yeah, so in his spare time, he sketches. And yesterday, Jimmy taught us how to have a new way to shower. And as Preston was showing us this morning, it has something to do with laying down on your back. So I would invite you to go back and listen to the episode yesterday's show with producer Jimmy teaching us all how to shower. And as you saw this morning, Sterling. Hey, Jimmy, I can only imagine Vale wasn't cooperating when you were like, yes, I want him to be naked on the ground with his legs up in the air. People be like, nope, that ain't happening. Vale's like, nope, that ain't happening at all, actually, right? So coming up, John Anderson's joining me this morning in the lab. And yes. All right, hey, listen, guess who retired yesterday? You guys want to know who retired? I'm going to tell you who retired. And Sterling and Preston, they're going to set it up.
Eastwood retired at 96, last directed at 94. No farewell tour, just stopped. That's either peace or a warning.
Meanwhile, dudes retire at 52 from trying. They're still clocking in, just emotionally. That's the real early retirement plan.
Today's question, when did you stop reaching? Not working, reaching. Eastwood went 70 years. Most men tap out mid-game. Let's fix that.
So I gotta be honest, man. When you retire at 96, is it actually called retirement? Or is it just, nope, I'm done? I love it. I saw this was breaking over the last couple of days, and I woke up. So I got to call my team this morning, man. So I was hard at work last night, and as I was hard at work, power goes out. Power goes out. Internet goes out. I'm stuck. And just as I was about to run our trending topic this morning, this conversation, as I was about to run the conversation desk topics, I was like, oh. So I went to bed, got up this morning. The team had it all sorted out. Yeah, true story, including this retirement conversation that. We're gonna have it with Johnny. I just saw him walk into the lab here this morning. We get 96. Like, is it retirement? You're like, no, I'm just done. Just done. Don't even call it retirement. All right, let's set him up. Let's bring him in. The big dog himself. We're here to hang out for a little bit. His name's Jon Anderson. Yo, nice ride.
Yeah, those bikes are no joke. You know, you're ridden.
No. How are you this morning, man? How are you? How are you?
Have you ever ridden one of those, a big, powerful bike like that?
I have not. No, I don't. I think it'd probably be kind of a pussy on it. I think I'd be kind of like, oh, that's not working very well for me.
It's scary fast. Scary fast. Is there a delay or something, brother?
So I've had nothing but issues last night in my world. So if there is a delay, it very well might be a situational delay. Kai, do we have a delay?
Well, when I speak, it takes you a while.
Great. I got a delay. Yeah. Okay. That's awesome. So let's do this then. Just great. Just actually great. There you are. Okay. No, you're not there. Okay. So I'm going to do this then. I'm going to do a little bit of this there. I'm going to go like this. Like this.
Well, I guess that means I'm running this motherfucker. Well, he's coming back, so I won't.
There we go.
Yeah. And now he's gone again. Look at that.
There we go. So hey, I think I'm back now. Am I back now? Yeah, I think I'm back.
I don't know. Can you hear me speaking right now, or are you going to wait 5 seconds to respond like you were a couple of minutes ago?
I can hear you responding right now.
There we go. We're back, baby. We're back.
It's been a crazy 24 hours, man. I was eager to tell my story this morning. I was doing some work last night on the couch, and all of a sudden the power goes out. Big storms happening. Internet goes out, and dude, woken in the middle of the night, like 1:30 in the morning, 2 hours before we're supposed to get up. And my sump pump alarm's going off, and Lauren's jumping up in bed going, what's the sound? And I got these Wi-Fi lights. My whole house is lit up with lights, sound fucking going on. I'm disorientated. 2 hours supposed to go to, so I'm like, oh my goodness. Come downstairs, toilet's flooding, Johnny. I'm fucking,
fuck, dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm running around the house bare, you know what it's like, running around bare ass naked, trying to solve the fucking problem, crawling down to the, like, underneath my house to see what the problem is. Fuck, dude. So
mullet going everywhere.
Oh yeah, that's exactly.
He looked like fucking the guy. Looks like the Doc from fucking Back to the Future.
Oh, dude. It's not a mental image anybody wants to see at 1:30. Trust me. So, needless to say, so I gotta be honest. So finally, I'm like, okay, should I go back to bed? So I laid there in bed, and I ended up going back to sleep, and then got up a couple hours later. But it was a very disrupted sleep, so I'm not surprised if I got a little bit of technical issues. And then I got up this morning. Johnny came downstairs to the gym, and sure enough, the toilet that was plugged up, fucking water all over the basement. So I cleaned it up. Yeah, I know. It's
nothing worse than wanting to get a fucking training session and to find a huge fucking mess.
Well, oh, have you been there before? Because that's exactly what it was with me. I was like, oh,
well, dude, check this out.
Yeah,
different story, but
yeah.
Gold's Gym was probably, I don't know, 1995.
Yes.
Young entrepreneur, up fucking early in the gym at 5 o'clock to get my training in before the day starts. Really bad storm, and the gym was right at it was literally like at the parking lot. You can look across the parking lot and see the bay. It's right, like backed up to the bay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
This raining so hard and the tide's coming in, it breaks a fucking levee. And next thing you know, dude, the fucking gym is just water is coming in the gym at like rapid rate, and they're running around putting sandbags on the doors so no water will get in. Well, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here, and they're like, no, we can't open the door. At that point, the water was like that high up on the door.
Well, hold on. Why aren't you helping with the sandbags?
I was training.
Oh.
So literally, dude, it was fucking, and it was like, so check this out. The front part of the door where you walk in's here.
Yeah.
The floor of the train was 3 steps down.
Yeah.
So it was up a little bit over your knees where all the weights were. And we were basically what they said was, look, we're going to be here for a while. So anything you want to eat in that was the days of the pro shop, eat or drink. And I was like, fuck, man. So I trained for like 3 hours in fucking above knee, fucking, freezing cold seawater.
Excuse me, community. We're drowning right now, but don't interrupt Mr. Anderson because he's training. Because I like.
Well, I mean, it is. What do you want me to tell you? It's the truth.
But I love that about you. Unequivocally and unapologetically you. Period. Like, and that is what's so.
I mean, that was the most honest answer. I was training. That's what I was.
I know, but that's what I fucking love about you, man.
That's what those fucking guys at the front desk, they get paid the big bucks to clean up my weights and fucking put sandbags in the doors if it floods.
That's why you're so endearing to people. And here's the thing, brother. I'm just telling you right now, because you're you and you can't see you. And, Terry can see you. I can see you. Your kids can see you. Your mirror can see you. But man, I was training. Okay.
No, brother. I can see me perfectly. I'm very happy with what I see. That's why I keep doing it.
I know, and I love it. I love the unapologetic you. It is so endearing. You know who's unapologetically himself? And I was teasing this, Johnny, as you're arriving, man. So I don't know if you call this retirement or you're like, no, I'm just done.
I heard you saying retirement. That word is so fucking stupid.
Well, it is exactly. But I think in this case, I don't think we need. So Clint retired. So not this clip, you guys. No, Clint Eastwood. So he's 96. We celebrated his birthday last week. He's like, no, I'm done. He just retired. So and no big celebration tour, no big announcement. He just like, but Johnny, I gotta think if you're 96, you're not retiring. Like I think
but this is just semantics. He's saying I'm done. I'm getting too old to fucking make these movies, so I'm not gonna make movies anymore.
But I love the fact that it's like, okay, because that's like the epitome of retirement. He's like, fuck you to all you dudes that are 40, 50, 60 saying you're retiring. He's like, no, this is how you retire. Like look at his accomplishments, like post 50 or 60 or 70. Like,
I mean, but I guess, like I retired as an athlete. I retired from things that but it's a different sense of the word, Mm-hmm. Most people, they're fucking planning a retirement to escape what they signed up for something they don't want to do for 40 fucking years.
Yeah. And
that's a very different retire.
I agree with you. And that's why I wanted to have some fun with this terminology, because when I saw that he quote unquote retired, dude,
it's like the word fuck. It's like fuck or fuck.
Yeah,
same fucking word, very different meaning.
Well, and I think that Clint
only approach.
Yeah, Clint, you can own the word, man, because man, so like me, did those Dirty Harry movies not did you remember those Dirty Harry movies like back in the early days, like with Clint Eastwood? I enjoyed those, man, like as a young boy.
I honestly don't remember the Dirty Harry movies.
No.
I was in an era where if I didn't go to the big screen, I wasn't seeing something.
Yeah. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. So I think for me, when I started watching that stuff was when my dad discovered that there was adult material on VHS and beta. So my house got a VHS machine. So when the house got the VHS machine,
adult material, dude, as soon as your parents left, you and Bobo were watching that shit, just jerking off like fucking wildcats.
Don't tell anybody.
Jesus Christ. I can't even imagine what it would be like to be fucking 12 years old, sitting there fucking, crisscross applesauce, butt naked, next to a fucking, young adult retarded man jerking off, watching a fucking porn. That's quite a setting.
Oh man, your mental
that's quite a fucking visual.
Your mental visualization is unstoppable.
And the best part is I got the picture on his face, that fucking guy you showed me. He's got the tongue out to the side, eyes crossed.
Dude, looks exactly like him. Jimmy, I'm sorry that you weren't here for that video. We got to find that video so you can see Bimbo, man, because that guy looked exactly like him. Hey, so it's you and me here today. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I got a bunch of stuff on the desk. We'll throw it up there to go through. I'm hoping to finally do this Origins interview with you throughout our show here today as well. But
I still have not even a clue what the questions are.
Yeah, well, I know that's good. That's the best part of the whole thing. Hey, how was your last 24 hours? What happened in your world?
That's a good question. Well, I had a ripping workout.
Yeah.
Here, Ben, got my stuff done in the morning. Had a fucking ripping nap, dude.
Oh yeah, nicely
90
done.
minutes. Oh, I needed that. I was so fun. I ate and I could just feel myself going down. Had a good afternoon working on the business. Actually sold a couple of the new businesses.
Oh, good for you. Like the DFYs, like the storefronts.
Yeah.
I
shouldn't say I sold. I mean, it was the team did.
Wonderful.
And we're still fucking, it's crazy. I mean, it's just functional. We have the betas going.
Yeah.
There's no issues, but I mean, we're still fucking developing this thing, making it even better and better. And people are already fucking seeing the opportunity. It's killer.
That's pretty cool, man. That's really cool.
Terry and I had a little time in the afternoon.
Yeah.
At the pool. Chose not to go to the lake. We were like, we don't use the pool enough. So hung out at the pool. And then interesting enough, yesterday we decided that, because she has a flying lesson today, but we're actually going to put me in the fucking cockpit.
Oh.
So I'm going to fly the motherfucker today.
Yeah. So hold on though. So is it like a 3-seater up there, or what is it? Is it is that how it works? Because I think
it's a 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you're going to have like the full pilot with Terry, like the actual licensed pilot that's teaching, right? He's the teacher.
Yeah, the instructor. Yeah, then there'll be me, and then she'll be sitting in the back.
Dude, that's fucking pretty cool.
Yeah, because I mean, she's going to be the one that has the license, but I'll be flying the motherfucker. So I need to get a little practice before I take the goddamn wheel.
Yeah. Coming up tomorrow, John Anderson's flight experience, the flight today, dude. That's pretty fucking cool. Are you excited, nervous, or you have no emotion about the whole thing? Just whatever, it is what it is.
I because Terry, she got really freaked out.
Yeah.
In the first 2 flights because
she?
Turbulence. They're little fucking planes,
Yeah, of course. Yes.
And in the fucking desert, you get these thermals coming up, and it's just bouncing you around.
Yeah.
I mean, but her safety or fear meter is way more sensitive than mine.
Yeah.
She's like, because she almost threw up, I guess, in the first one. But I told her, I said, baby, I think it's just because you kind of panicked.
Yeah.
When you panic, that's when you really feel sick, So.
And I'm thinking, so you guys are in the desert there, but so forgive me on geography, but in my mind, there's hills and not mountains, but there's like, it's not like the topography has
Well, that's what makes it worse because the hot wind hits the mountains and shoots the fuck up, and you go through that thing, and it's like it's just so. But I mean, I've been on so many planes that have done that. It's like,
well,
that's old fucking hat for me.
Yeah, that's just it. 100%.
Yes, it's gonna be interesting. Because I was thinking to myself, Jesus Christ, if these fucking planes that we're looking at, God damn it, the ones we want are more expensive than I was hoping to spend. And I'm like, I better fucking enjoy this shit if I'm gonna pay all this.
Well, that's how life works. Really, when you think about it, the stuff you want is generally more expensive than you want to spend on it. You're like, oh, I want that. Oh, it's a little more than I want.
Yeah, I just think it's like, because when I was originally shop, I misunderstood what a new pilot could actually operate.
Oh,
so
really?
In terms of, because there's certain limitations.
Oh yeah, like she's not jumping into like a G5 or something. No, she's got to start with a Piper or a Cessna. She's got to start with something small.
But even in we like the Pipers, is there low? I want the low wing. Retractable gear because it gets quieter. But there's certain, like, you can only go above a certain horsepower.
Oh, I didn't know that either, actually. Oh, really?
Yeah. So I misunderstood. I thought so we actually have more horsepower that we can get into. So I'm like, well, fuck, if we can get 6 seats. I mean, they're bitty little seats, but if, like a 4-seater, dude, you're fucking hard pressed to go anywhere, dude. She packs so much shit,
Well, and then weight, right? So, and you got to manage weight, right? So you're not a little guy. You got a bunch of gear you got to pack, and that's something you have to keep account for as well,
dude. If we go somewhere for a couple weeks, she'll have a fucking shoe bag that weighs 40 pounds.
Yes.
I'm like, fuck, you got a pair of shoes for every fucking day, honey?
Oh my goodness. Keith and John this morning at Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Good morning, everybody. You're joining the big show. Hey, Johnny. So yesterday, man, I have to have some fun with this one. We joke about big dick contests. Men around there always, oh, my dick's bigger than yours, or whatever, an ego contest. Well, yesterday, I can't actually believe this. So this is not
we joke about this.
Well, I think humans generally, for the most
part. We, not you and I.
No,
it's just society. Okay.
Like anecdotally, people, right? So, well,
Who's got the big swinging dick?
Well, dude, so you'd think this actually came out of like the episode, like The Office with Steve Carell or something. And I just have to, I pride myself in just calling everything out. Well, yesterday, the administration, Johnny, the man with orange hair, was actually pulling out a chart comparing the pool. The Lincoln reflecting pool is bigger than some of the world's biggest skyscrapers. Like, that's what taxpayers are.
What is the Lincoln pool? What is it?
Well, it's outside. It's in Washington, outside of the White House. There, like in the Lincoln Mall, the monument. So they're resurfacing. Like, they're fixing the pool, and they're spending a bunch of money fixing the pool. Well, he took some time yesterday to show the world that our pool is bigger than many buildings out there. I'm not sure why. I don't really know the reason.
Pool. I'm lost here. The pool. You're talking about the pool. Not talking about the pool you take a swim in.
No, like it's the reflection pool. So outside of the Washington Monument, there's a big pool, a reflecting pool. Like
yeah. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
So on the left-hand side there, Johnny, he's showing how big it is compared to a bunch of other skyscrapers.
I thought that was a fucking building on the left.
Yeah, well, that's the fucking point. It's like, how are you, like, who cares?
Well, but I gotta be honest, as little as I knew about it, that puts it in perspective for me.
Okay.
Because I thought I was looking at a fucking building.
So you know what? Actually, I'm gonna retract my.
So for people that don't fucking really dig into this kind of shit, I mean, for me that was helpful. I didn't know I was looking at a body of water. Thought I was looking at a glass fucking building.
So you know what? So hold on a second here. You raise a valid point, and I'll retract some of the humor in this, because you're right. There are a lot of people that would not realize the size and scope of that thing, and then along with that, John, the expense that they're spending on fixing it. So I'm actually going to walk back. So I do find it humorous, yes, but now when you say that, I now think about how it's being messaged. I actually can't disagree with it, because
it's kind of crazy when you see things like this.
Yes,
Like, there was something I saw. If you took and this was a long fucking time ago, way before national debt was this big.
Yeah.
Something about the national debt at the point I saw a graph like you just showed.
Yes.
It basically, if you took $1 bills and stacked them.
Yes.
And if you took the same amount our debt was, it would go to the moon and back twice.
I've heard. Yes.
I was like, that for some reason, this kind of helps the people that, like I'll call myself a dummy, if you will. But your perspective.
You're bang on, and I guess I got to be honest. I never thought about that from perspective because they're spending a shitload of money on that thing, and I think
if you asked me how big that pool was, I would have guessed probably like a football field.
Yeah, no, and so it's well stated, because to somebody who's saying, why the fuck are we spending a bunch of money on this? It's like, well, hey, we got a bunch of skyscrapers. This is a national source of pride for us, and you know what? And I don't disagree with that. So maybe and the rest of many have ignored it. So we're going to spend. So it's messaging, it's communicating, and the way.
How much are they spending on fixing it?
Gazillions. Probably too much, but maybe that's the whole reason for that graphic, just to put it in perspective.
Some fucking contractors loving that.
Oh, you betcha, some contractors.
Dude. So there's some spoofs coming out the backside of that deal.
But but your visual example, it's the same thing when I think about when we show examples of how much sugar is in something.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're like, holy shit. You mean there's that much sugar? Because it's, that's a wonderful visual example, 100%. Hey, so dude, I found a person, Jimmy, get ready for this one. I found a person that wore smart fart wearables for 3 days. Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. Jimmy?
You ever heard of those?
I tested Smart Underwear, a tiny sensor that sticks to your briefs and tracks farts for 21 hours. Science has officially entered my pants. They're building a human flatus atlas, measuring hydrogen to map gut bacteria, diet triggers, even lactose intolerance. Most studies relied on memory or butt tubes. This clip makes fart science wearable, scalable, and weirdly human. Question, do you trust your gut or your underwear?
So people are inventing everything. Well,
real quick though, let's back it up. What fucking smart, I should say dumb motherfucker made it fucking underwear white?
What?
I mean, think about that. You got brown stuff coming out your ass. Where's the thought process in this?
I was not. So that has to be the most logical question society has ever asked.
Dude, as soon as I started buying my underwear, I was like, I'm never ever going to buy another pair of white one of these. It makes no sense.
I was not expecting that, but that is so true. So I'm going to suspect it's the same reason that that many police departments have all gone to white cars, because you don't got to paint them and it's an expense. So I'm thinking cotton, cotton's white, and I'm thinking that's the whole reason, and maybe they hadn't made brown cotton yet. But you raise a very valid point, Anderson. Why the hell is underwear white?
Yeah, I mean,
it's so true. It's so true.
Fucking, I mean, think about all the fucking skid marks we left in our fucking underwear as kids.
Oh, well, dude, yeah, 100%. Kids, fuck this morning. No.
Dude, I wear black drawers.
Well, that's exactly it.
They had to. Funny enough, yes, they had the water off, right?
Yeah.
You don't realize you go to fucking wash your hands or something like that. You got this. I sat down, took a dump.
Yes.
And I went to go hit the bidet, and there was nothing there. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
The biggest disappointment of your life.
I was like, you just don't realize how important a little water is till you get yourself in a dirty situation.
So this dude here, so Preston, as Preston said, I tried his underwear on. These were developed by Brantley Hall and researched at University of Maryland to track flatulence through a small sensor. It detects hydrogen and gas produced by gut bacteria. And over 3 days, the writer who wore these things logged 9, 23, and 3 farts, while also recording the meals so that they could connect the food intake to Mike. So actually, truthfully, you learned from this actually yourself, because you're so good at tracking stuff that, and they learned that they wanted to create a normal baseline for normal farting patterns.
Dude, when it's, I know for myself.
Yeah.
when I push the intake,
Yeah.
I fart up a fucking storm because the system's working.
100%. Yeah. Yeah.
If I'm right where I need to be,
Yes.
I don't fart much.
Me neither.
In the days like when
Yeah.
like extremes, when I was trying to put weight on,
Yes.
dude, especially when I was like in fucking college, it was unbelievable. I overate literally every fucking meal on purpose.
Yes.
I just fucking blew it up constantly.
I
And the
bet.
flip side is, you know, when I'm a pro bodybuilder, the last fucking 6 weeks, man, you're in a fucking pretty serious deficit, dude. You fucking pray for a little fart.
Well, so on average, they found with these underwear, John, on average that the pilot study of 19 adults, so not the biggest study, average of 32 farts per day.
Well, I would say that has to do with people eating until they're full.
Well, and I would also, and eating shitty food.
Yeah,
Like when you're crashing processed food, dude, you're just fucking farting up a storm, man. That's just
100%. You know, here's a trippy thing. Think about this. I teach this to my clients, but it's most people never heard this. So when basically we eat until we have this stretch or this mild pain or this discomfort.
Yeah.
And then when that goes away, we think we're hungry. We're not hungry. We're just not full anymore.
Yeah,
we should be eating right in the middle where we're not hungry and not full. And when you're in that space, those people that were between processed foods and probably eating until they got that signal, that's why they were so fucking. That's why they farted so much.
Yeah.
That's like one an hour when you're awake.
Think about that. Yeah, no shit. Well, every shit, I should say. Hollywood comes in and says, so it's another tracking system. I didn't eat enough today. I only farted 25 times. Yeah, right. It's like, okay, I should be farting 32 times. Hey,
No, it means you ate too much.
That's exactly. Yeah, back to
Ate too much or the wrong foods or both.
Back to stacking. Petro jumps in, Johnny, and says, if you could fold a standard sheet of paper in half 100 times, the resulting stack would be a staggering 39 quintillion miles thick. Roughly 67 billion light years thick. Petro, I think you're bullshit. Really? A standard sheet of paper, in half 100 times. Okay, well,
I don't think it's possible.
We know what I'm doing this afternoon. The handsome chief is sitting back.
You're gonna get to like fucking 15, and that thing's just gonna be a brick.
I know. That's what's fascinating, right? So how are you
gonna get the other? You're going to like break some fucking quantum rules of the universe. So it's going to happen. That's what he's talking about.
That's an interesting perspective. Good morning, Rico. Good to see you this morning on the show. Hey, so one of my favorite movies growing up, and I saw it on the big screen, true story, not on the VHS, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Remember that one at all or not?
I remember I saw Close Encounters in the movie theater. It fucking freaked me out.
Yes, me too. Well, listen, Spielberg is back. And I gotta wonder, man, you wonder about these conversations, the US, the administration's knocking all these UFO stuff out these days. Well, Spielberg is back and is releasing a new film. Jimmy, let's run the clip.
Spielberg drops Disclosure Day June 12. Same week, new public UAP files hit the conversation. That's not marketing, that's chess with the unknown.
He says Close Encounters was what if. This one feels less like fantasy and more like somebody left a folder open.
So what's scarier, ETs showing up or the government finally saying, yeah, about that? And why does Spielberg always show up first?
You got him, and it's kind of coincidental. Petro comes in and says it's a mile thick after about 30 folds. Really?
Dude, you're not getting 30. You're not going to get past 10.
So tomorrow we know when he comes on the show.
He's talking about some fucking like quantum shit, going into like different, I don't know what you call it, different realities and shit.
Dude, he's fucking smarter than us anyways, but
very smarter than us, except for trying to find a fucking new exit for the show.
Yeah. Throwing Petro under the bus. But hey, there's something coincidental, no?
I love Petro though.
I love Petro too, man. I'm really glad that we've got him on our team here. But you got to admit, there's something kind of coincidental about this. So the administration is releasing a bunch of UFO stuff at the same time, like this big movie's coming out. And we've talked before about messaging.
Dude, Hollywood always fucking calls the shots.
I know, dude.
The original Terminator, all hell's supposed to break loose in 29. We're fucking getting close to it.
It's crazy. You know, so you ask yourself, like, okay, so what is it coincidental? Is it curiosity? Is it conspiracy? Is it preparing society for? Like, so, okay, how do you think society reacts if, okay, we know there's aliens here in this world? And we've talked about it. You have beliefs, I have beliefs. Our beliefs are very similar.
We'd be fucking silly to think that we're the only ones here.
I agree with you. But do you think humans know, like, what? I would suggest to you that much of humanity would freak out when there's like, oh my God, there's an alien here. Because of the unknown.
I would have to imagine that most people who have worked so hard to get that job with great benefits are not ready to digest that.
Yeah. Yes. Well, because then it also goes ahead of it goes against so many beliefs of people. And let's be frank, like
that narrow-minded.
Well, yeah.
You know, they've been trained to be in this box. You get them outside the box, and they all turn into Rain Man.
Well, people be like, oh, so I'm just thinking about that. The folks that have believed so many things for so long, and then all of a sudden you're showing that it's actually not true. That would be difficult for many people. Be very difficult for many people, actually.
Well, and the thing about that is, I so agree, but that's the fucking unlocking of life, because there's so many other things that aren't true.
Boom.
That have limited you in your fucking life, but it's like Jesus Christ. It opens up potential in every direction.
Yeah. Oh, we got Jimmy coming here with some comments here, brother. While there's a popular, Petro, ears up here. While there is a popular myth that no paper can be folded more than 7 times, you can actually fold paper much further. The Guinness World Record for folding a single sheet of paper is 12 folds.
Oh, I was a little ahead of myself. I said 15, didn't I?
Yeah.
I wasn't a bad guess, though.
No, not at all, actually. Which was achieved using a massive 4,000 foot long roll of toilet paper. So I gotta be honest, I'm really struggling to wrap my head around.
Even I was thinking like a regular piece of printer paper.
So you think about this. This now makes sense that if you're in prison, I'm being serious here, how a paper can be used like for a tool or for a weapon, right? Because you fold it enough times, you make it rigid. It can be harmful.
I mean, dude, the things that they find to, a buddy of mine, he was a fucking sweetheart of a guy. Yeah. He did 10 years. He was such a fucking beef, like a big dude. He got tried as a 15-year-old as an adult. 15 years old, gets put in a fucking penitentiary.
That tells you everything right there.
Anyway, just a fucking man-child. But like, I was asking him, like, because he got a bunch of tattoos in there. I was like, how do you guys do that? Dude, he explained to me how I was like, that is fucking intricate.
So tell me, I don't know. How do they do it?
Oh, fuck. I don't even think I could remember. It was like, I was thinking somebody's got a fucking needle and some ink and a pen.
Yes.
And they smear the fucking start doing this.
Yes.
No, it's like a fucking guitar string and, getting the ink out of this and the fucking, the motor from a tape player connected to the fucking guitar string spinning. Like,
what?
I was like, how the fuck did you guys manage all this? And he goes, the worst part is we're supposed to be doing it. So you got to have somebody watching for the guard because they'll take it from you.
What?
That's what I was like. I was like, fuck, I thought you guys just sat around with a fucking what do you call it? A ballpoint pen.
Yes.
Fucking and a sewing needle, jabbing each other, having fucking parties. It's like, no.
Oh my God. Good morning, Roofy. You're hanging out with Keith and John this morning.
But to display what you're saying about the paper, dude, the way that they find the way when you don't have any resources is pretty fucking crazy what you can figure out with the few that you have.
100%. 100%. Roofy, I'm with you, man. There's something curious, eh? I've got a theory. Spielberg knows humans, society craving explanation or escape from economic pain, just like
I think these heavy hitters in Hollywood, they know people.
Yeah.
And they hear shit. So they, I hate to be too much of a conspiracy theorist, but I think there's a lot of shit that's kind of planned out way ahead of us.
Well, so
these people that are creating fucking bunkers and doing all this weird shit, they had to have fucking heard something from somebody that they believe knows. And so in the process of building a fucking bunker, they fucking write a fucking script about something a little bit left of what they heard.
Yeah. 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 Well, and just like the energy crush of the 70s when Close Encounters dropped, yeah, it's hard not to link it all together. And you know,
I mean, The Simpsons, dude. Isn't The Simpsons called so many things?
100%, man. That's crazy.
And it's that Simpsons, believe it's a mock on fucking humanity. Like they all got overbites and shit.
Yeah. It's absolutely a mock.
That's a sign of like severe inbreeding.
Yeah. You know, it's actually incredible that show is still running like it just showed up yesterday.
Is it really?
Is Simpsons still out? I'm sure it is. I'm sure the Simpsons is still in the air. Yeah.
Is it really? How many fucking years is that thing gone?
Well, what are we both 200 years old? Like, honest to God, it's been around forever.
Dude,
like,
that's fucking almost kind of sad that a show like that can fucking stay alive when it's fucking mocking the people that are watching.
Mocking all of us.
Mocking its viewer, and the viewer keeps coming back for more.
Oh my God. So, dude, Jimmy, The Simpsons is still going strong and producing new episodes. The iconic animated series, Johnny, 40 fucking seasons.
God damn.
And they've renewed it for 4 more. That just tells you, like, to your point, man, like the mocking of humanity, we're just sitting back and
you can't wait to see it again next week.
I know.
Fuck.
Well, listen, when we're having humor about comparing pools to buildings, and you rightfully put it in perspective because we got a conversation on paper around it, but you know, it just shows you. Oh, here's a goofy one. So, I can, you know, I got a joke before. I got more cannabis crumbs sitting around my house on my couch or in my vehicle than anybody.
I gotta see the dog once he runs around and licks all that shit up.
Well, and we know that America is moving in the direction of rescheduling marijuana. Well, dude, you joke often about the subscription industry. Jimmy, drug company doctors and prohibitionists are suing the administration to stop rescheduling marijuana. Jimmy, let's run it.
Big Pharma filed a lawsuit to stop the man with orange hair weed reschedule. Imagine suing the government because you're scared of a plant.
And while they're doing that, Kentucky expands medical access by executive order. One side hits the brakes, the other hits the gas.
This is federal versus states, taxes versus patients, and timing versus courts. If the judge drags it out, the market stays in limbo.
So you companies like, oh, we can't get a piece of that. We can't get a piece of that, so we want to sue you from stopping it. It's as simple as that. The politics of it.
Fucking size that field. As far as you can see, looks like you're standing like you're on a like climbed the fucking top of a huge tree, like a redwood tree, looking across a forest.
Oh, that's like glory right there. I remember. Good morning, Enzo. Good to see you, brother. I remember a buddy of mine that was growing years ago, and I'd help him grow, and we'd go into his basement and cut shit down, and the smell and the stickiness of it, and we all put it in the living room, and put the Simpsons on TV, and chop and trim, dude, and. It was so fun, like these massive big plants that you just knew were just the sweetness and the goodness of it all. But then you looked at it all as just money, because it's money, right? It's just fucking money at the end of the day, right? Which is really cool too. But this is fascinating to me, right? The drug companies are like, we can't get a piece, so we're going to sue you to stop it from rescheduling it. And for the most part, it just keeps it in the politics of it all, and then it just holds it up, and everything.
They got so much money, that's all they want to do.
That's exactly it. It's so unfortunate, man. So unfortunate. We got good morning, Enzo. Yes. Good evening, gentlemen. Hope all is well. Can't sleep tonight. Open up the YouTube and here you are. Yes, we are here, my brother. We are here in the future. Enzo, one of our OGs here on the show. Good to have you, Enzo, man. Good to see you out there.
You know, I was just thinking, we obviously there's a lot of, as you call the man with orange hair, and there's a lot of bashing. There's a lot of course, and I'm not taking a position.
Yeah.
You know, one thing, you know, because I actually learned a lot more about this, because you talk about obviously leaders. Yeah. So I took a little bit more interest. Like I want to know this fucking dude a little bit more, just like not so much political views.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So strip away the politics.
Yes.
Strip away like or dislike.
Yes.
Here's a fucking guy who's 80 years old. Like 79, you said?
Yep.
You know, never fucking drank, never did fucking drugs. I mean, he's I mean, he's been a pretty fucking good model of a human being in terms of just, now granted, it sounds like some of his business practices were just fucking scandalous, but in terms of like, some fucking kid that worked hard and basically worked his way to become a fucking president without going through the political channels. That's pretty fucking crazy.
There's something to be said for what you said. And
I want to repeat, I'm not taking an opinion. I'm not saying I dislike. I'm just saying it's like when you see anybody that bypasses the normal channel to get somewhere, it's impressive.
Listen, nobody can argue with you. Let's remove character. Let's remove some of the shit. You're right? And I'm with you. I'm not about liking or hate. It's not about that at all. It's about let's just analyze an 80-year-old human, being that had much against them, and and making decisions, right? And
even just the idea, like I was kind of just watching. I watch an older documentary, so it ended way before politics came around. But to know that was the story that somehow turned into fucking politics without living. Most of these guys that become president have been in politics for 40 fucking years.
Well, fuck, look at Netanyahu over there in Israel running it for fucking ever. Well, it's okay. Let's do this. So to your point, and there's something to be said for this. We get an 80-year-old dude who's gone from, so he's running the world essentially. And now we have a 70 or 9-year-old Florida man. Jimmy,
you froze, brothers.
Florida man, 79, in a thong gets arrested and pulls out lipstick. That's not a defense strategy. That's a brand launch. 5 neighbors called it in. Then he tells the cop, "Jump rope for me, baby doll." Sir, this is law enforcement, not open mic night. Here's the point. Attention without self-control turns into a headline fast. What's your lipstick moment? The habit that makes people stop trusting you.
You raise a valid point. So you got that dude over there running the country. This guy in Florida, 79 years old, arrested after
the same guy we talked about before. Is he back at it again?
It's a different dude in Florida. I'm telling you, man.
This was where I was going to say he whipped out the lipstick for this venture.
This guy G-string wandering around in a thong, arguing. It is the same guy. Oh yeah, okay, but
so he just added lipstick to his adventure.
I'm telling you, man. But it's interesting though, right? Because your point, the 79-year-old is 30 years right here. Yeah. So there, that looks like
that looks like a 79-year-old.
Yes.
Trump does not. And we're not talking politics.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like that.
No. I can't argue with you there. I can't argue at all. Actually, nope. I can't argue with it because there's something to be said for that. Absolutely. 100%. All right. Hey, listen, Jimmy, I see you got a WTF on the screen here. What the fuck is this, man? Jimmy, what's this going on here? What the fuck is this? Oh, yeah. Watch this, man. So girls walking. Could you imagine this happening to you?
Oh.
I know.
Well, dude, not only did she fall in that hole, you see her hit the back of her head when she was going through there.
Yeah, and then the thing is, we don't see her coming back up. Like, that's what's crazy, too, is that the video's running, and then, boom.
Oh.
So... So I asked myself, how far did she fall? Where did she end up?
Dude, he hit it twice.
I know.
She went down, boom, here, and then went back. Dude, she's got to be fucking chewed up.
Oh, is there?
How far does that hole go before it hits the bottom? Fuck.
Where does she go down there? Is there a rat down there at the bottom?
Can you imagine what it's like under the fucking streets of New York City?
Oh, I've seen some videos of that, man. That is fucking disgusting.
Oh, that's heavy.
Oh, that's heavy. That's absolutely heavy. I'll tell you what's heavy. SpaceX starting the road show today.
The IPOs today, right?
The largest IPO in history. Jimmy, let's run this clip. We can talk about it.
SpaceX is pricing at 135 and chasing 1.77T. Biggest IPO ever. Retail gets 30% of the float. Right. That's not a deal, that's bait. Revenue looks strong, then boom, $4.28 billion loss. Is this a rocket company, a Wi-Fi company, or a very expensive midlife crisis with a ticker? If you're buying, know what you're buying. Starlink cash, SpaceX hype, XAI burn. Don't confuse historic with safe.
$1.75 trillion company.
Dude, I put in a fucking request. I will put in a request with, I'm looking right now with, I can't remember how to get back there.
Yeah.
Because you have to request to see if you'll get any.
100%.
It wasn't available. It wasn't ready. They told me to check back today. Fuck, I don't remember how to get there now.
Yeah, so they are offering a bunch to retailers, so you will have a chance to get in there. But what I find fascinating about
there it is. Holy shit!
Can you get in?
I don't know. It hasn't told me yet, but I can see that it wasn't available yesterday.
Wow.
There's another one, dude. Check this out. Funny enough, there's another one that's available today that wasn't yesterday called Liftoff. LFTO. Looks like another rocket company trying to probably ride the back.
100% guarantee it. Yeah, guarantee it. So they're expected to have trading as soon as June 12th. Holy smokes. But this is fascinating.
This thing could like fucking tear like this and then drop under 135, I think.
Oh, there's no question it will. I think. Listen,
I was gonna say, it's got to be really fucking cheap for me to jump on the front end because there's so much hype it'll settle. You probably get it for under 100 after it goes back down. What do you think?
I completely would agree with you. That's how my PO. I would suspect they're probably launching it under what the value is to drive a bunch of demand for it, and it's going to drive up and then fall down. I would say, Johnny, you're probably right. It probably settles around $100. Right. I mean, this is no financial advice for anybody. I was just Keith and John postulating about the big SpaceX IPO. Certainly, please don't take anything I say for credence. I think that because we know how this works.
It says it's not even the final price. That price range is 135.
Yeah,
If I was to hit the thing, say yes, I want some, and put how many, then it drops to it has to give me what the final price is. So. It's like this 135 could totally change before they get assigned.
Well, yeah. What's the demand? It could open at 200.
And that's even if I was getting some. They might not.
Could open at 300. Good time, Charlie. The listing is on NASDAQ as SpaceX SPCX. So it's Anderson. I'm telling you, man. We talked about it before. We are living in the world of Marvel. Iron Man. This is absolutely Iron Man. This is Tony Stark. And you think about this too, right? Those that are going to get into this, their wealth is probably going to this. To me, in many ways, might just be that continuation of society going like this. Because if you get into this, you're going to make a lot of cash. Those that aren't, they just continue to separate society, brother.
Well, and here's the interesting thing: it's this massive valuation, but they're actually losing money.
Yes.
That's hard for me to swallow that.
Yeah, well, and
I'm basically buying Elon is what I would buy in.
Well, and I think you're buying all their interconnected stuff happening, right? It's funny because I'm me with my knowledge base. Yes. When I make investments, you're buying Elon.
I bought Bitcoin because there's so many heavy hitters that are fucking in it. I'm like, okay, these guys got to know something.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. Oh, you always got to buy the investor. When I'm investing money, I'm buying the person. There's no question. You got it. You have to, right? So, all right, guys. Good morning, everybody. Hey, we're Keith and John. We're hanging out this morning at Mornings Lab with Keith and John. We get after it live every day on the Mornings Network here.
Real quick, are you going to buy SpaceX?
I might. I'm going to send a note to my investor today. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to wait till it actually opens?
I'm going to ask him some questions. I don't know, because to your point, because we know it's going to do this, because everybody's rushing towards it, right?
Yeah. So how could it not fucking go up? But then if you sell it real quick, you're not going to like Robinhood won't allow you to do it the next time if you're just in and out real quick. They don't like that.
I know. You just said something too. So this might be coincidental or just on purpose. So Robinhood just launched in Canada this week. So it's fascinating, right? Because you got these. So you got SpaceX. Apparently, Anthropic's going to launch an IPO at the end of the month. ChatGPT, OpenAI's got an IPO dropping later this month. So. There's a bunch of money flooding into the market, and the reality is, it's like, okay, I want to go first because I want your money. Because not enough money. There's not enough. So here's the thing: there's not enough money for all these companies.
Yeah,
right. Like there is. So let's use an example. Well, okay, John, do you want to buy OpenAI, Anthropic, and SpaceX? And John's like, well, no, I can't afford all three. And that's why there's this race to get to the IPOs, because it's like I want to get that investor's money and that investor's money because I wanted to get it into my company instead of your company. So they're all racing out there. Charlie says you need $25K to be a day trader on Robinhood. I didn't know that. Yeah. All right, well, listen, we're going to reset hour 2. We're going to come back. Keith and John are going to have a conversation about some fitness lies that are keeping men soft after 40. And then, Johnny, we're going to have some fun, man. Nicotine patches for long COVID. Dr. McCullough, his controversial Theo Vaughn claim explained. We're going to have some fun about nicotine, you and me, coming up after we do a reset. Hour 2. Lean into a little bit of 3 fitness lies, and then after that, I'm gonna do a little bit of an interview with Johnny. All right, so we're gonna get after that on resetting hour 2 with Keith and John on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends.
We're going to keep this one short and sweet because I want this to be simple. Again, questions. I want you to ask yourself a question. So simple, but so powerful. Because if you do this on a daily basis, it will change your fucking life. So simple. So the question you got to ask yourself is this. Did you do something yesterday that will ensure that today is going to be a little bit better? Just a little bit. Maybe you prepared something you normally don't prepare. Maybe you did some journal. Who knows? It could be anything. But did you put effort yesterday into today? Because if you make a habit of this, your life will change. Rock and roll.
Morning, welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. I am the handsome chief. They call me Keith. Yes, that's my buddy, my brother from another mother, John Anderson over there. Today we're having some fun conversations, keeping it light, keeping it fun, helping you as guys get up and not hit that snooze button. Hey, did you know if you've been hitting that snooze button for the last year, since we're kind of halfway through this year, you're almost a day behind everybody else because of a button. Think about that. A button. One button has taken almost 24 hours of your life. So, hey, my invitation is this. Get up, get after it. Join myself and John live every single day here at 8 o'clock on the Mornings in the Lab Network. We got Petra out there. We got Good Time out there. We got Enzo out there. We got Cheryl. We got Dwayne. We got Rico. We got Rufy. We got the entire Mornings in the Lab community out there hanging out with us this morning. And, of course, we got my brother, John Anderson, as well. All right, we're going to come back. The 3 fitness lies keeping men soft after 40. You're that guy walking into the gym, still thinks it's 1998. We're going to get after that. And then I got 3 things coming up the next half hour. We got that conversation. Keith and John are digging into nicotine and long COVID. And then I got some questions for Johnny. We're going to do an interview with John Anderson. I'm going to do an origin story. So we're going to throw some questions on the table for the young dog himself and see what we get out of him. And all that starts right now, live on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, Jimmy, Melissa, Kai, and everybody else on the big show we call Mornings in the Lab.
Yesterday, you hit the gym like it owed you money. Hour and a half, sweat everywhere, ego fully erect. And this morning, you got out of bed like a 90-year-old accordion. And you still told yourself, good workout. No, your body's not applauding. It's sending you a formal complaint through your knees. That's the trap after 40. You work harder, you feel M's worse, and somehow you're getting softer, like your metabolism filed for divorce and took your abs with it.
Because you're running the old playbook. More volume, more cardio, and recovery that's basically doom scrolling until you pass out.
Here's the truth. You don't need more punishment. You need a smarter signal. Heavy strength, fewer reps, real recovery, real food, real sleep. Boring, and it works.
So if you're done training like a 22-year-old with unlimited hormones and 0 responsibilities, good. Let's kill the 3 lies keeping you stuck.
Hey, Rico, did I say, Rico, it's fun. I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday. I was like, dude, I talk for 2 hours live every single day. There's some shit that I say I don't even remember what I said. And I may have said some stuff that I don't even know or incorrectly. So did I say orgy story? Or Rico, do you have an orgy story for us? If I tease the orgy story, I don't think we haven't. Maybe Jimmy's talking. Maybe I don't. But I don't know about any orgy stories. So if I drop that, it might have been a mistake. Hey, so listen, maybe you're over. So listen, if you're tuning into our show, you are definitely one of the generation nexters out there. We call the generation that is X. Well, the entire fitness industry, I think about this today, has built a playbook built for that 22-year-old, that 30-year-old, the young man. right? But then science buries it for the guys that are in our 40s and 50s and us, right? And it's funny because we had somebody in the show a couple of days ago that was validating his, well, I do body weight, or I do calisthenics, or I do yoga. And maybe we can spend a few minutes reminding us all that our central nervous system and our testosterone, it just doesn't recover at the same rate that they did 15 years ago. And I got to be honest, man, there's some days I find myself wanting more, right? And then recognizing, can I get more? Or is it just my body saying it ain't going to happen, right? And, when Johnny comes back, I want to have a little bit of a conversation around wanting more, getting more, and putting on muscle and gaining and so forth. Because often we say to ourselves, there's that one lie, right? More volume equals more muscle. Well, probably not, right? Or that other lie, which is cardio melts fat. And I know John often talks about if you don't like doing cardio, then don't, right? And I'm not trying to speak for John by any sense, but it's one of those big lies, I would say, that especially for us that have grown up with the generation that is next, it was always, you got to get your cardio and got to get your cardio and got to get your cardio in. When in reality, that muscle is that metabolic armor preserving your body, right? So, let's get those lifts in, let's get those stretches in and so forth. And then the third thing I think that I'm leaning as much into, I know John does, and is doing a really good job, especially educating us and speaking to us about it, is recovery. Leaning into those naps, leaning into rest, right? So let's bring Johnny back up here, Jimmy, and get into the conversation around what, lying to ourselves. Hey, John, talk to me about building muscle in our 50s and 60s, and not like, big, I want to be like fucking Phil Heath or so forth, but it's harder than ever as we get older to build muscle, isn't it? That's a true fact story, right? That's a scientific fact.
I mean, I wouldn't put harder than ever.
Okay, yeah. So let me rephrase it. I'm a 54-year-old man. If I just keep crushing my protein, and it's harder for me at 54 than it would be at 44 or 34. That's true, though, right? Like, that's true.
100%.
Yeah. What would you advise somebody like myself if I wanted to put on more muscle?
You want like the simplest little.
Yeah, just increase my protein. As simple as that.
It probably has more. Well, assuming your protein is on check. Right?
Yes.
From years in the past, you've been able to put on muscle.
Yes.
First thing is probably train less.
Oh, interesting. Seriously.
Yeah, because it's recovery that you're seeking now.
As I age, it's recovery. So talk to me about this. Okay, so as I age, recovery is what I'm seeking. Give myself good nutrition, good fuel, get a good lift in, but don't stress about the list. Stress more about the recovery. Not stress, wrong choice of words. Emphasis.
Yeah, I was going to say you're making it hard for me to agree with this. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, you have to understand the balance of work stimulation versus recovery, because that balance constantly changes.
You know where I struggle, though, and I'll be really frank with you. I struggle with my mental dopamine if I don't feel like So, okay, help me, coach me. Seriously, coach me. Help me feel like I've achieved something when maybe I haven't. Does that make sense to you? Because you've gone through.
You just have to achieve it in ways that doesn't break you down.
And makes me feel satisfied, right? Maybe, right? Which is, so it's like you've talked about doing the 100 burpees or the 5 minute on the stair on Terry's climber there. Like these. So you're saying to me, look for things that give me that spike, but don't get caught up.
Don't break down muscle tissue.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a difference between doing something to get your heart pumping. Your brain's going to release very similar, if not the same hormones.
Yes.
Not actually creating a job in terms of rebuilding a bunch of muscle like squatting.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That makes sense?
It does, 100%. Yeah, absolutely does. Yeah.
Because you got to think of training as there's many categories of training. Are you training for your mind? Or are you training for your body?
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair question. And maybe for me, it's a bit of both, actually. I want to continue to feel strong. Like, I feel like I'm strong. I'm not a big dude like yourself, but I feel like I feel strong. I want to continue to be strong. I want to continue to be strong mentally. I know that I can improve in there, though. I know that I can. And I'll be honest with you, I'm thinking more and more than ever about jumping onto some Retta. right? And just kind of bringing that into my lifestyle, seriously, and not for weight loss, but for every other reason for it. And okay, let me ask you this. So I'm considering trying it, but not for weight loss, but for every other reason. Is that a good answer to give you?
What's every other reason?
Well, the other reasons that I hear, the mental acuity, the repair, the other benefits that gives you.
I mean,
help me with food noise, help me with making bad decisions, like all that kind of shit. So
usually there's something like a star on top of the Christmas tree. Like that's why I chose to use it.
Okay. Yes.
Now, I've got other benefits, but my focus is to dial it in just for that.
Yeah. Okay. So that would be
trying to lose weight. It would be dialed in differently.
That would be mine too, to stop the food noise. Would that be fair? Would that be a fair assumption?
Yeah, 100%. And with that, you will get other benefits for sure. But keep in mind what happens is, as food noise stops, you end up eating a little bit less of the wrong foods, which is good, but that intake drops, which then can also impede your energy recovery, all the above. That makes sense?
Yeah, but if I continue to eat good food and continue to do the things that I'm doing on a normal basis, if I add Reddit to my life, again, we're having a peptide conversation now. If I add Reddit to my life, I should not see negative things happening to me.
100%. But the key is to make sure that you're able to execute exactly what you were doing before.
Yeah, continue doing what I'm doing now. Just add that to me, and then keep going with it.
Because usually, like, what it'll do is it'll stop you. Even a good food will stop you from overeating. Well, to a certain extent, that overeating, as much as not good, can actually be helpful for your recovery or building muscle. And if you're in a surplus.
Yeah.
So it's a fine it's a balance. I think where the key there is the biggest factor in building muscle is making sure you don't train too much, because you get all the sleep and all the nutrition and all the drugs, period, peptides and drugs.
Yes.
Can't overcome your body's inability to keep up with the pace. Of
course. Yeah. 100%. I understand that. I do understand
that's the number one factor.
Yes, I do understand that.
If you can balance that, now you opened up a whole nother avenue to do what you want to do. But you don't balance that properly, no matter what else you do, you're going to be shortchanged.
Yeah. Interesting. Because I'm very much so Johnny, I'm like, we as humans, we go down our paths of decision making, right? And I've talked about it all the time, but I'm like right here. Like, I'm like, okay, let's just fucking do this thing. And I gotta be honest, and I'm now more on the let's do this than the why wouldn't I do this? Yeah.
I mean, but then you have to play into someone's training. Like,
what do you mean?
I would say most people probably don't train. They never really learned how to train hard enough, right?
To get the benefits?
Well, no, they most people don't train hard enough to get overtrained.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah.
So you have to find, some individual, you got to look at their history. If they've been training hard for years, that's the person you're going to have to peel back. If you got that person who struggled to do that,
yeah,
that's a different conversation.
Yeah.
I would say, like, and from what I know, I've never trained with you.
Yeah,
your consistency is there, but my guess would be that you probably have never learned to train hard enough to really fuck your balance up.
Well, I would agree with you 100%. Yep.
Yeah, that's the majority of people.
Yeah,
because unless you had like serious reasons to train really fucking hard, you never went into that dimension.
No, you're right. You're right. The hardest the hardest I would have trained was during my my lead up to Kilimanjaro, spending some time with AJ in the gym there. I was hard, but not elite athlete hard, like not throwing myself off balance. Right. I was and I was in probably the best shape of my life during that, but certainly not what you're talking about. For sure.
People that tend to be spotty with their consistency, usually you don't have to worry about that. If someone is like, I've training 6 days a week for the last 2 decades, that's the person you got to help with the balance.
Yeah. Like, I'm in the gym every single day. It's 7 days a week, whether I'm stretching, whether I'm on the bike, on the treadmill, doing a lift. It's just part of my,
we would be talking about resistance training 6 days a week.
Yeah. So, well, yes, but not to the extent like heavy fucking like to failure, right? So, like I'm going to do a shoulder lift today. It's not going to kill me, right? And that's what I've changed as I'm aging as well. Is that I'm not. I don't.
So there's a big part of identifying the individual in their training, finding out, because that statement doesn't always apply. What I said. Some people they don't have to worry about getting overtrained. Other people do. So you really have to find that you got to understand the individual, so there are some people here's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
The people that their challenge is to get there, those people you usually don't have to worry about. The people whose challenge is to take a day off because they know they need the training, that's where the challenge lies. But I'm talking about not stretching, I'm talking about going to the gym.
Yeah. Leaving it all on the floor, like fucking leaving it all on the floor.
Well, even if they're not leaving it on the floor, they're resistance training every day. Like you talk stretching, you talk yoga, those are forms of recovery. Does that make sense?
100% it does. Yeah. My assumption is
this kind of shows that there's no simple answer.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. My assumption is I get onto Retta. I'm going to be feeling better. I'm going to become a little more lean. I'm going to recover better. And I'm going to, and if I consistently eat and I spend time in the gym, I'm going to appear stronger. I'm going to look bigger.
The recovery part is are you going to recover better? That's the question mark, because there's a lot of things there that have to be just right so that actually happens.
Interesting. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
A lot of times when people are using Retta, they're also using TRT.
Okay.
Testosterone levels, like what's your testosterone level?
I haven't had it checked in a while. I'm assuming it's pretty fine though. I'm assuming, just making an assumption. Yeah.
So if your testosterone is low, that's going to make it hard to recover. So a lot of it just depends. I mean, using Retta as a standalone definitely is going to be something that's more for the guy that needs to lose weight, needs to lose progress quickly, not too worried about getting stronger in the process, would like to not lose strength. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So, but then you start adding in, maybe you add TRT, you put secretagogues in there. There's all these other ways to complement it, to overcome some of those question marks.
Interesting. Fascinating conversation this morning with Johnny. Hey, let's move here. Let's move to
real quick. What you're describing, this is why people end up having so much difficulty, because they're taking everything at face value.
Okay. Yeah.
There's always more to it than what you see. There's the headline, and then there's all the shit that's in the long read.
Well, sure. Absolutely. For sure. 100%. Yeah. Well, yeah. And that's probably why it takes time to make a decision, or takes time to arrive at a decision. Because you're like, okay, I see the headline, but what's all the print underneath it?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. That's part of it.
And that's like, for example, like when I help people dial in, that's why they're like, holy shit. Versus when people are out doing the best they can, they're like, it's just not working. Well, it's because you're not using the tool the way that needs to be used for you.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say it's not working, because it'll work, but it might do things that you didn't want to happen.
Yeah. Hey, we got Charlie jumping in here. Johnny, when Good Time met us a couple years back, he was at 190. Now he's down to 150. He needs to gain weight back. That's awesome, dude.
Well, see, there we go. That's a classic example. If he went in, maybe that's what he wanted. I don't know. But maybe he went in and said, you know what? I just want to lose body fat, not weight.
Yeah.
So what he did, he lost weight.
Yes. Yeah.
So he lost muscle and fat.
Yes.
I'm not a connoisseur of that.
No. So that happened to me a couple years back too, because I spent too much time off balance doing more non-resistance training, not eating enough food, not eating enough protein. And I lost more weight than I would have liked for that same reason too. Didn't enjoy that.
People still think they got to lose and then rebuild. That's like saying the world is flat still.
Well, no, but so it's funny you say that, because it actually kind of brings us back to even the conversation today, right? Like, things have changed. You don't got to spend 80 hours doing cardio. We got like, you don't, to your point, there's just so much like science and knowledge has helped us learn, right? So it's, especially those of us that have grown up in this, thinking of things that are, no, it's changed from 50 years ago, 60 years ago.
I mean, for the most part, you can lose a fucking ton of body fat and be lean to most people's standards, fucking lean as they want to be, and not be in a deficit if you understand how to manipulate your what you eat. But people think, oh, I have to be in a deficit. Well, when you're in a deficit, you are guaranteeing you're losing fat and muscle.
Oh, for sure, 100%. Yes.
Yeah. So if you understand how to do it, let's just lose the fat.
Yes. Well, that's what
Good Time missed. He didn't understand how to do that because now he's saying, God, I need to gain this back. And the problem is he goes to gain it back. He's going to put a bunch of fat on. Not that he's going to try. Yes. But the body's like, you just starved the shit out of me.
Yes.
Right now, when you start to eat, I'm not worried about building muscle. I'm worried about filling up my savings account, which is the belly and the tits.
Yeah. So true. Great conversation with Anderson. Hey, let's get to this one. I love having this conversation with nicotine with you, Jimmy. Let's run this clip, man. I got a guy up here who's immune
to like any genetics or.
He did clarify. So nicotine nootropic is addictive.
But he's comparing it to caffeine. So
100%. Yeah, 100%. Well, and I'll say this too, brother. So we know that I like my cannabis. I never got COVID, and I didn't get any of that shit. And some would, my family did all that fucking shit. And so part of me wondered whether, because I was a cannabis dude, whether it didn't affect me either. And I'm my anecdotal evidence, Anderson, seriously, like, but it's fascinating conversation, man. And I'm really glad you've opened my eyes, frankly, to the power of nicotine as nicotine standing alone, not the delivery system, not all the other bullshit, but just the idea.
It was just a couple of months ago we were locking horns on that.
Well, no, but I still believe it is we know it's an addictive substance. So let's put that over there, right? But the idea, I'm learning, because I knew a little bit about nootropics, but I've learned a little bit.
I guess what I think addictive, I think wreck your life. Caffeine doesn't wreck anybody's life.
Okay. I can see how
cannabis, when I use it when I'm not supposed to, because I want it. Yes, I want it. Not wrecking my life.
So what's funny, brother, is that and again, we love wordplay on this show because we talk so much, but and I know you love your words as well. And you often will say that, hey, habit is often linked to a negative connotation. And I would agree with you, because habit is negative, right? We would often say
habits.
Exactly. The same thing with addiction. Right. So we automatically think it's a negative. Well, maybe so, and I'm not going to go that it's not. But to your point,
I mean, I'll totally put caffeine and nicotine in the same boat.
Yeah, me too. 100%. Yeah.
But 100%. I mean, but when I think addictiveness, we think about these fucking guys running out with these fucking vapes that can't fucking get out of bed unless they hit their fucking nicotine vape.
Well, so when we think of cannabis stoners, we think about the stoner on the fucking couch who can't function, and he's just a fucking marijuana stoner guy, right? Where there's a lot of functioning stoners that are smoking cannabis or smoking tobacco and actually highly functioning. What I think this really has done for me, and as I continue to learn about it, this continues to perpetuate that, we just were raised with messaging. It's the smoking messaging. The delivery mechanism.
Well, I think that fucking vapes for nicotine have taken fucking the front seat to addict them to sober smoking.
Absolutely. 100%.
The fucking delivery system, those things, it's fucking, as I understand it, they're just fucking chewing up your brain. One thing is chew up your lungs with a cigarette.
Yes. Yeah.
Chewing up your brain is fuck. I'd rather lose a lung than my brain.
Yeah. Yes. Yep, 100%. Yeah. So, anyways, we're going to try to get Dr. McCullough on the show here. I'm trying to get a few nicotine people on the show to have conversations. Let's keep learning and listening and asking questions about that. I
do 4 every morning: cup of coffee and 4 milligram piece of gum. I should say every morning.
Yeah.
Because if I don't put the nicotine out, the gum out, I'll fucking forget to do it.
Part of me wonders if it's the Retta speaking to you too, though. And I'm being serious. Do you think the Retta is having to do with that?
To do with what?
Like just to do with some of the cravings or the curiosity, whatever word you want to use.
But Reddit takes that away.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like so the Reddit is taking that away, right? So the Reddit is maybe not making you like, because if I'm understanding you correctly, or if I'm understanding Reddit correctly, it decreases the dopamine connectors, so it makes you not want to crave things. It would help with addiction, no?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. I'm trying to think if my nicotine journey started before Reddit or not. I don't honestly remember.
Yeah, it's interesting to me. I'm fucking fascinated by it all, man. That's what I love about the show. That's what I love since meeting you, because I'm curious about it. Hey, what do we got for vintage here, Jimmy, for the screen this morning? What are we looking back on what we grew up with in the past? Oh yes, the fucking zipper.
I remember those.
I figured it's summer season. The
you hit the fucking brakes. You hit the brakes and it'll stick, so you can go upside down.
Look at how crazy this. Like, this is how we fucking set us up. Like, just some dude who's fucking high on something, who's just straps you in and spins you around and then just puts you on this big mechanical thing, and everybody's supposed to be safe. Like, when I think about it, I'm actually surprised more people weren't hurt, like, by some of these.
Well, because a lot of these fucking guys that are traveling with the fucking circus, they're full-blown drug addicts, and they're the ones that are building this shit.
That's exactly it.
Oh, I forgot to put the fucking main bolt in the fucking, in the foundation. Oh, shit.
Oh my god. So I figured it's summer season, the fairs are out around everywhere, and people are going to be getting onto rides, and I'm like, yeah, there's the fucking zipper. There's a zipper. Yes, good time. No, you will not hit the snooze button because you're not going to hang out with us. And yes, Johnny has been ahead of this guy a long time. Absolutely. Oh man. Hey, quickly, a couple other things before I get you out of here. Jimmy, let's get this one up here quickly for him. Where is this here? Nope, we're going to go there. Instead, we're just going to do this. We're going to go, hey, John. Oh, my God, this one's crazy. Before you go.
Hey, John, before you go, look at this video the Chiefs algorithm just dropped. Penis into vagina. Like it's a normal Thursday on the For You page. Dude, close-up surgical gloves, metal clamps, and a narrator vibe like... Step 1, locate your dignity. The camera's so confident, it's like, don't worry, we're professionals. While the internet's like, we're definitely not. Then the caption's basically, why is this on my feed? While still watching long enough to become a resident. And the comments are half medical students, half people asking for a trigger warning, and a refund on eyesight.
Hey, John, while you're watching this, do you feel it too? And why does the algorithm think the Chiefs obsessed with this kind of shit?
So I'm glad they put picture over this. But
what was happening?
So it's actually a person who's going through a surgery to change their penis to a vagina.
Oh, that's what you were talking about yesterday,
dude. So I can't even. The whole thing just. Jimmy, don't even put it on the screen. I can't wrap my head around it. I just can't wrap my head around the whole thing. I didn't even watch the whole clip because I didn't want to have it on my feed. I was like, okay, this is funny for Keith and John to talk about. Then that's it. We're just gonna tease it. And then, yeah, I know, Jimmy. I started watching it. I was like, oh, they're cutting everything and opening everything, and you're like, yeah, exactly. So you're going flying today, eh? What time is your flight today?
2:00.
Okay, so I'll be watching my clock at 4:00 today because I'm 2 hours ahead of you. So, and I might be checking up on you a couple hours after that to make sure you safely landed.
Oh shit! Don't worry about that, brother.
I won't worry about that at all. All right, pal. Well, listen, I'm gonna get you out of here early. A lot of love for you. A lot of fun here today. Looking forward to continuing our conversation tomorrow.
I dig the ones where it's just us.
Oh yeah, so do I. Absolutely, it's fucking fun, man. Yeah, it's good. We're especially after my night last night, I had no sleep. I was like, all right, this is going to be an interesting one here this morning. Cleaning up.
You did fucking great, my brother.
Thanks, pal. I appreciate that. I got a busy one, man. I got a meeting right after this one. We got somebody who's interested in doing some work with us, and then back to backs all day today. So it'll be good. Fun day today.
Go, baby. Go get that shit.
All right, pal. Lots of love. Have a good one. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace. Be safe.
Have a good loop, my brother.
All right, Johnny's out of here. Good morning, everybody. You got Keith and John on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Yes, just him and I hanging out here today. A lot of fun when it's just the two boys getting up and getting after it. All right, in 65 seconds, I got some words for you guys to hang on to, and I'm just going to get to them here. Oh, yeah, the other thing I forgot to tell you guys, not only was I cleaning up stuff on the floor, but Lola decided that she was going to go drop a dump in the house this morning. Yeah, so before I came down to the studio, I was like, oh, I guess that's the other thing that I got to take care of, which is Lola's dump. So it's been an interesting morning to say the least in the world of me. Yes. So yeah, Kai, Jimmy, Johnny, everybody, it's influencing the world that I'm in here. All right, okay. Good thing is I am doing a little dance right now. Some men aren't burned out; they're just bored, and we're sedating it. That monologue is dropping in 64 seconds. Let's get after it, Jimmy.
We keep calling it burnout. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes we're bored in a life that's too padded and too predictable.
Burnout is heavy load. Boredom is empty purpose. One needs recovery. The other needs a reason worth sweating for.
We say, I'm tired, and nobody argues. That line can be a shield. It keeps us from admitting we stopped asking more of ourselves.
Comfort doesn't just relax us, it dulls us. And when we go numb, we leak it into our marriage, our work, and our kids' memory.
Sedation isn't always dramatic. It's quiet deals. One more scroll, one more drink, one more excuse. That's how we trade a mission for relief.
We don't need more rest from a life we barely enter. We need challenge with teeth. We need truth we can't dodge and standards we can't negotiate.
So we pick a hard thing on purpose. We take the risk, make the call, start the work. If it scares us a little, it's probably real.
Keith's about to draw the line clean. If we want our life back, we stop sedating it. Sometimes the way back is fire. Morning begins here.
Charlie, the funny thing is, I almost did step in it. Yeah, I did. I walked into in our mudroom, we walk back here, we walk into the mudroom, the light's automatic. I got a little switch there on the floor. So when you walk in, the lights automatically come on. Well, I walked in this morning, the lights didn't automatically come on, maybe because of the power situation here, whatever it was. But I walked in and I just flipped the switch and I was like, oh, all right. And listen, they're just little raisins, right? It's just little things. So you just pick them up and put a piece of Kleenex and throw them in the toilet. But yeah, it's been an interesting day in my world this morning. All right, guys, I got something for you to consider here today as part of our morning monologue over here on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. How about this? Some men aren't burnt out. No, we're just bored and sedating it. And you know what? Maybe boredom's not a bad thing. We talk about it often on this show. Thanks. Yes. Whitaker, you're kind of late to the party. Anderson's gone. He's flying already. But some men aren't burnt out. No, you're bored. And what you're doing because you're bored is you might be sedating it. And that is not the same thing. Burnout, real. Listen, though, I don't want to minimize the fact that people are burned out, but people are carrying a lot. We've got work pressure, family pressure, our parents that are aging, money pressure, health, kids, business, and let's face it, the world around us has not exactly become any lighter at all, actually. But not every man who says he's burned out is actually burned out. Maybe what I'm going to say next is for you. Maybe you're just under-challenged. Thought about that? Maybe you're bored, but not bored in a bad way. Maybe you're bored because you're under-inspired. Maybe you're bored because you're under-directed or under-honest, and maybe today's the day you look in the mirror and go, I'm bored and I'm going to lean into my boredom and do something about it. I'm going to challenge myself. Yeah, maybe you're not exhausted from meaningful effort. Maybe you're exhausted from living a life that no longer asks enough of them. And that is admittedly different. And it's also admittedly quite uncomfortable because burnout, well, when you tell somebody you're burned out, guess what? It sounds like you're giving somebody, it's like your own trophy. Oh yeah, I'm burned out. I'm working fucking hard, man. Because you're like, because we know everybody else is burned out. So you wear it like it's important to you. Because boredom, when you say to somebody, I'm bored, let's face it, I'm fucking been bored, man. It's kind of embarrassing, right? Like who admits that they're bored? Burnout, what does it say? It says, I just gave too much. Fuck, Billis is working me hard, man. I'm just burnt out. Boredom, You say to your family, maybe I just settled. I don't know. I'm not really satisfied. While burnout, you're going to get sympathy from that person. Holy fuck, Keith, you're working hard. You just are working like a mofo. But then if I say to somebody, I'm bored, they're going to go, well, Keith, do something about it. Own your life. So what do we do instead? We do what everybody does. We call everything burnout because it's easier. Let's face it. It's just easier to say I'm burnt out. But sometimes that truth is that maybe we've all become too comfortable. Maybe we've become too predictable. Maybe just too numb to what's going around us. Because maybe we built a life that functions but does not fire you up. Maybe you get up knowing the routine. Maybe you get up knowing the role in your circle, knowing what everyone respects, knowing how to get through the week. But maybe that is the problem. Maybe you're just getting through, but you're not living. Maybe you're not building. Maybe you're not risking. Maybe you're not pursuing. Maybe you're just kind of sitting around getting stagnant, just getting through. So what do? Maybe you sedate. Not always dramatically, but often quietly. Maybe, just maybe, you have that extra drink after work. Maybe you say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to have a little extra cookie today. A little more food to put in my belly today. Because it's going to make me feel good. Because I'm going to get that dopamine hit. You know what? I'm going to hit my phone, do some scrolling today. Watch just a little more sports, a smidgen more porn, a little more online outrage just to make myself feel better. Maybe a little more shopping, a little more of the, and I know you. I deserve this. I deserve this extra cookie because I've been working fucking hard. I deserve to have a little extra ounce in my drink right now because I'm fucking stressed. And maybe just a little more staying busy so we don't have to feel the emptiness inside because you don't want to admit that you're bored because that might admit that you're embarrassed that you're bored. So what do? You lean into a little bit of sedation. No, and listen, not because you're weak. I'm not suggesting you're weak. No, the handsome chief would not suggest you're weak at all. No, it's because you're human. That's why. Because we humans, we all look for relief when meaning gets thin. When we're stuck on the couch, trying to get up and try to begin again, we look for the meaning anywhere. And for a lot of us, for a lot of men, for a lot of women, for a lot of those that are in the generation that we call next, that meaning, that interest, it's gotten super fucking thin. We become useful to everyone, but unknown to ourselves. Yes, we're productive, but maybe you're just not alive. Maybe just going through the motions in life. Yes, I know you're responsible. You've been responsible your entire fucking life. But maybe today you're just not inspired. Maybe you're just surrounded by noise everywhere and missing the mission. And if that's happening, that is dangerous. Because a bored man, a bored woman, a bored Generation Xer with no mission does not just sit there peacefully. No, that's not what you do. You leak. You leak resentment. You leak impatience. You leak all that cynicism across your friends, your family, the world around you. Sarcasm weaving itself into your world. And all of that leaks into your marriage, into your body, your work, your kids, into the way that you talk about the future. Eventually you look in the mirror, don't even recognize yourself. And eventually you start calling that numbness, it's wisdom. I got all these years behind me. And you're saying, no, I'm just being realistic. I'm telling you how it is. Yeah. That same person says, you know what? I've just seen enough. That's just life. That's just how it is. That is just the way that it is. No, I don't think that is actually it. Because sometimes that is not just wisdom. That is your sedation talking. That's those extra little choices along the way talking. Because sometimes that's the voice of a man, a woman, a Generation Xer that stops asking anything dangerous of yourself because it's hard. And that's the part that we have to name, because the solution to boredom is not always to rest. Sometimes the solution is actually the opposite. It's a challenge. Not fake hustle, not overwork, not some productivity cult, but a real challenge. Something with meaningful risk. Perhaps it's a difficult conversation. Perhaps it's a physical goal. Perhaps it's a creative project you've been delaying, or maybe it's a room where people expect more from you. Or maybe it's just the mission that scares you a little. Yeah, I'll say that again because it's important. Maybe it's just a mission that might scare you a little bit today because you're going to go down a different path. I would say this, you tuning in right now, you need that. Not because you're a machine, but because you're wired to respond to meaning. And when meaning disappears, we become lost. What do? We get on the couch. We chase that comfort rushing to replace any of the meaning, because comfort, well, that's why we call it comfort. It's kind. It's safe. Makes us feel good. But maybe not the kind of feeling we want to feel. And that is why a comfort can become dangerous. Comfort makes you fat. Comfort feels deserved. Comfort feels harmless. But too much comfort in your life, well, you know what? It's going to turn down the volume. And before you know it, you are not choosing peace. You are choosing numbness. Sedated numbness. And that, my friends, is why the morning, why I believe so vociferously in building this morning platform. Because morning is where you can catch yourself before the sedation starts, before the feed, before the excuses, before the routine swallows the entire day. You can ask yourself this: am I actually tired? Or am I just uninspired? Have I lost my interest? Do I need some rest, or do I need a bigger reason to get up and get after it? Or am I actually burned out? Or is it this? Am I just bored because I stopped taking real risks in my life? Is that the reason why you're uninspired? Is that the reason why you're stuck on the couch? And listen, I know these are not easy questions for us. Because easy questions, they don't wake us up. But that's the fucking point of this conversation. If I'm going to give you easy questions, this show doesn't exist. If I'm going to give you easy questions, we're all going to be stuck on the couch. Some men, some women, some of us in this generation that we call Next, we don't need rest. No. We need recovery. We need to stop pushing so hard. We need to stop hiding behind the burnout and admit that you're starving for purpose. That you need something worth waking up for and not hitting that snooze button. Something worth training for. Something worth building. Something worth being uncomfortable for when the comfort sets in. Because the goal is not to be endlessly productive. No, that's not the goal. Is that your goal? Is your goal in life to get up and to be endlessly productive? It's not for me. No, the goal is to feel alive, to feel useful, to feel engaged, to feel needed and honest. That, my friends, is not going to come from sedation. It's going to come from another scroll. And it's not going to come from calling every discomfort burnout. Get burnout out of your brain. Invite the boredom. Because sometimes the way back is actually not rest. No. Today, my invitation for you is this. Sometimes the way back is the fire.
Welcome to Community Corner. Today, we're looking at the chaos you invite in and the kind that forces you to grow up.
And the kind you pretend is grinding when you actually just suck at managing your daily schedule.
Exactly. We've got wild relationship math, fatherhood realities, and a heavy roast on productivity.
I feel personally attacked already, but I'm here for it.
Good. Handing it over to the chief to break it down.
Are you bored today? If you're bored, good, embrace it. Maybe that boredom, Jimmy, will give somebody a purpose to go find that interest to make them not bored. I would suggest you're actually not burned out. You're just bored. So if you are, find that boredom, go find an interest, go live some life, and enjoy the boredom. All right, over on YouTube, Saints in the City. I appreciate you, Charlie. I appreciate you, man. Saints in the City reacted to an absolutely absurd setup. 2 women sitting next to one guy. One sitting on his face. Oh, no, sorry, that was the wrong comment there. Demanding he got both. What? 2 women sitting next to one guy. Demanding that he get both of them pregnant at the same time. Jimmy, what the fuck, man? Well, the video shows this guy caught in a literal circus he helped create, looking completely out of his depth. Now, on the surface, absolutely hilarious. But underneath, disaster class in accountability. So when you treat intimacy like a game without adult supervision, that chaos becomes your normal. So guys, you're accepting arrangements that strip their dignity just to avoid that real commitment. But creating a kid, you guys, doesn't make you a father. No, it makes you a biological footnote if you aren't stepping up. So guys, if you're making kids, today's the day to actually be a dad. Yeah, that would help. So stop letting the clowns distract you. And where are the standards? Dudes, where are the standards? I feel like if there's anything I'm witnessing in the world that we are continuing to move into, I think we'd all agree, man, the standards are dropping. Oh, baby, are they dropping. Yep, 100%. All right, over on Substack, the fatherhood mirror that you cannot hide from. This conversation that we're going to feature over on Substack is the opinionated ogre. He wrote about how he prided himself on being a great dad for 18 years. But then he admitted that he was far more patient with his autistic son than his neurotypical child, and now he had to force himself to be emotionally vulnerable for his daughter. So he did this. He asked himself a brutal question. Would I have become this version of myself in time if my kids hadn't forced me to? Oh, that's interesting. Because we love to take credit for the men we become, but how often is our growth just a reaction to the people we love desperately needing us to be better? Back to that boredom, back to that burnout, back to accountability as a human. So here's the question for you. Did you choose to become a better man, or did someone's survival demand it? Was that your accountability checkout? Interesting. Hey, over at LinkedIn, burnout isn't a bridge. It's just bad planning. Donnie Wilson, he dropped a self-roast on LinkedIn about his own daily schedule. He used to sit at his computer until 9 p.m. every night thinking that logging ridiculous hours meant he was outworking everyone else. His reality check, I got something to say about this in a quick second. He realized staying late wasn't a work ethic. It was just garbage time management. Yeah. What's going on, Ross? Perfect topic, accountability. Being exhausted doesn't make you important. To take, here's this. Taking control of your calendar before it takes control of it. Hey, Maya Frankie, how many guys are out there calling bad calendar management a grind set? Talk to me.
At least 80% of them. I've been there. The I'm so busy shield is undefeated.
It's the easiest lie to tell yourself. Being busy isn't the same thing as being effective.
But it feels so productive to panic at 8 p.m.
That's exactly the trap. Whether it's your schedule, your kids, or your relationships, you have to take control of what you tolerate.
Yeah, step up before you end up burnt out with zero to show for it.
Hold the line and own your choices. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, I do want to address Donnie's comment here. He talks about he used to sit at his computer until 9 p.m. every night, thinking that logging ridiculous hours meant he was outworking everyone else. I want to address this. I was having a conversation earlier this week with somebody. So let's talk about the real world. Let's talk about the real world of business. So if you own a business that has a physical building, maybe it's a restaurant, it's a building. You have a lease on it. Right? And that lease is due whether you are there or not. Doors are open or doors are closed, but you got a bill to pay every single month because you have a business that's in a building. This is what fascinates me for folks who are in the digital world that have businesses. because they don't have the business, the physical location, it strikes me that so many folks, it's so difficult for them to make the right decision on how to grow their business. Let me explain. We've all heard the story about the old guy who runs the pizza shop, maybe the guy from Italy or the guy from, I don't know, overseas. He was at his shop from morning till close. Well, that's his shop. That's his store. The lease is due. I can't imagine how he would feel with the doors closed, nobody in the store is closed, while he's building his business, out on vacation with his family, out going for dinner with his partners, out just gallivanting around while there's a building over there closed. People wanting to go there, but no, it's busy. It's closed. I'm like, dude. And I find the same thing with folks like in this digital entrepreneurial world that we live in, like this, especially my solopreneur friends. I really struggle with my solopreneur friends. I love you all who believe that because they're in business for themselves, that there's A, no expense to that, and then B, that there is, because there's no physical building, that they have all this time in the world to do everything else. Like if I have a pizza restaurant, example, or a Crumbles cookie or something, I'm probably there all the time. I'm probably there all the time growing this thing until I get it to a point where it's growing without me. But until then, everything is going in that direction of building that business. As I said to my kids a while back, I was like, hey, let's go somewhere. I'm like, I can't go somewhere because I got a lease payment due on my building. But Dad, you're not in an office. No, but I am though in my head. So I think too many of us confuse burnout. If you got to work till fucking 9 o'clock at night because that's what you got to do to drive, you work till 9 o'clock at night. If you got to get up in the morning at 3 o'clock in the morning to get your business to where you want to get it, you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. If it says no to a family vacation or no to dinner with your partner or no to I didn't go to my kid's piano recital last night. I didn't. I made a decision. It is what it is. I have things to do today that are due to grow this company. And sometimes when you're growing a company, when you're growing a business, you got to make decisions that others aren't making. So to my friends out there that are trying to start a business, growing a business, doing the solopreneur thing, like if you're not willing to make the difficult decisions of being a business operator, my invitation is go get a job. Go get a job. I see too many people that are spending not enough time going in the direction of growing their business and doing everything else but. Growing a business is an 18-hour-a-day situation. 6 hours of sleep, 18 hours, do it again, on repeat, period. If you can't do it, get a job. And there's nothing wrong with getting a job. But I struggle with those that are pretending to put the work in, you're not, because I can see it. I can see it. And listen, everybody has their choices, but I just, when I see this comment from Donnie, I love you, man. He used to sit at his computer till 9 p.m. thinking that logging ridiculous hours. They are fucking ridiculous hours. They absolutely are ridiculous hours. And then he's like, well, but it meant he's out working everyone else. Isn't that the fucking point? Is that not the point though? And that's where I get this, that's why I get so discombobulated. Why don't you want to out fucking work me? I have an investment in a big business right now in Toronto that I said to the fellow talking to him recently, where's the compete? Where's the urgency? Like, don't you want to fucking beat me? If you don't, then what are you doing? Go get a job. I don't understand folks in business that don't want to compete. It makes no sense to me. Zero sense. Business is competitive. It means fucking working 78 hours a day. It means saying no to things. I don't know why somebody would stress the fucking life out trying to build a solopreneur business by putting a couple of hours a day in and thinking that they're fucking working hard. That's not fucking working hard. And I can see it. I can see all of you. And you know what? You all know who you are. And I'm just saying, man. I'm just fucking saying. Melissa, it is 78 hours a day. It actually is 78 hours a day. And I watch, because I spend my time on the social. That's what we do for a fucking living. And I watch people bitching and complaining about burnout and working hard. You're all not fucking working hard. You're not. I'm sorry, you're not. You're not. And you know, there is no balance. There's no fucking balance. There's zero balance in my life. Zero. And you know what? I'm okay with it because I'm interested. I'm bored. Yeah, I'm bored in a good way because that boredom is driving me, you know, creating content and creating a category that people can't see yet. But don't tell me that, oh, I should get off my desk at 9 o'clock because, oh, I'm working too fucking hard. And yeah, you fucking should be. Simple as that. Actually, simple as that. So there's a little bit of a rant this morning because people do not know what it's like to work hard. And I see too many people. And maybe that's what our generation is, guys. Maybe that's what our generation of next is. You want to know what fucking working hard is? Is picking rocks in the field when you're 12 years old, wondering why you're picking rocks for 8-10 hours a day. Because there was no equipment to clear the field to go plant the garden. Yeah, that was the Hanson chief. Oh, yeah. Card and I were fucking picking stones. Going out to a field and just fucking picking stones. And then getting criticized because you missed the fucking stones. That's working hard, man. So don't tell me fucking sitting there until 9 o'clock. Oh, I feel like I'm burned out. I'm not. Now fuck off. Go pick some stones. Yep. Hee hee. Okay. Yes, good time. Hustle till your hater asks us you're hiring. I had that above the door of my shop. I love it, man. I love it. Okay, guys, I always told myself this one last thing to say to you. If I'm talking for the sake of talking, I'm done talking. And today I'm done talking. So good morning, everybody. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me this morning. I certainly enjoyed spending time with you. I'm back at it tomorrow. Yeah, see, exactly good time. I fucking picked strawberries. I picked raspberries. I picked Saskatoon berries. I picked blueberries. And you know a good time? I fucking hated all of it. Yeah, Johnny, I love it. I hated it all. But what it taught me is what you see every single day here today. That to me is what this is about. People don't know what it's like to work, Charlie. True story. Go pick some rocks. Go pick some strawberries. Yeah, that's exactly it. Go and drive down. Or how about this one? Or go cremini mushrooms. We drive to these or wild Saskatoons. Go drive to the middle of the fucking bush in Saskatchewan or Manitoba. Where are we driving? Because there's some Saskatoon berries there. Really? Oh, exactly, Maddie. Yeah, picking rocks, man. That's it. Yes, exactly. Like, who the fuck picks rocks in 2026? I don't know if anybody does because we've developed technology for it. Yeah, fucking picking rocks. Okay, guys, I gotta get out of here. I got a business meeting coming up in 30 minutes. I gotta go try to sell somebody. So, nation, hold the horses. We all need this sound because we can't get on our day without this sound. That's the sound right there. Yep. It's the sound of us wrapping up the conversation. I did say, Kai, I'm trying to sell somebody. Yes, I did. Yeah, I'm going to try to sell somebody. I'm in the selling people business these days. Hey, guys, fun show here. Thanks for hanging out with myself and Johnny. Neiman, go get your teeth fixed. I got nothing but empathy for you, man. Oh, my God, I'm feeling for you. That's the show. Yeah, today's receipt is simple. That body you have is telling your truth eventually. Yep. Guys, as you're getting after it, we are not getting any younger. Maybe today's the day to, maybe it's not doing more. Maybe today's the day to do less. I don't know. And don't forget that recovery. 100%. And hey, guys, I left you guys something to think about. Maybe you're not burned out. Maybe you're bored and you're sedating it. Maybe that burnout is real. Maybe the boredom can fake the paperwork. Maybe today's the day you go ask yourself, where can I go drive some interest? Interest. Go lean into that interest, guys. Hey, coming up tomorrow, the science of why smart people make stupid decisions with our very own Dr. John Petruccelli, plus a bunch of other great stuff. Come see us tomorrow, live, 8 o'clock. But of course, go wake up with Roofie. Do it, man. 7:30. Roofie gets you up, gets after. Dude, his show is fucking bonkers, man. Every single day. It's got great current events, great topics, great conversation. The community shows up. It's a great way to start your day with Matt Roof on the Mornings in the Lab Live Network, the home of Live Authority. He gets you warmed up for our ridiculous behavior that happens with myself and John every single day here on the network. So, Maddie, I thank you, brother. Thanks for kicking us off. And, of course, everybody else is, and we got Heal It today dropping as well. So, Nation, have a good one. And I will see you guys in less than 24 hours. We'll see you back in the lab. Goodbye, guys.